Welcome back to the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. Got another step in my construction done yesterday. I came in and laid out where the house itself is going to be. As you can see here, I'll just kind of come over and get up on a little bit higher elevation. The layout starts over in that far corner. Now the garage is going to be over towards that wood pile, but this is a 24-foot wall. Then we come at about a 6-foot wall, give or take, and then we go into an octagon right here, right around. That's going to be the dining area, 16 feet octagon. I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows in both floors, so that's 10 windows. That's where most of my windows are. Then this wall here actually runs about 38'6" right along here. This will give me enough room to come in and drive between my buildings if need be. You'll also notice that I put the well, which I'm not going to use right away. It was drilled, it was on this property. But it's actually going to be inside the building, inside the basement, probably about 2 feet from the wall, so I can set up a tank and whatnot for irrigation purposes. And then this is the back egress, a 6-foot egress out, which drops off there really steep. This back wall is 40 feet from that point, clear across to that point. And then of course the building itself is 28 feet wide. So starting to, at least I can get a feel for now what it's going to look like on the property. It took me quite a while, most of the day, just to get it all squared. I had to put in batter boards, get elevations. So what I did is I had my friend's laser level, and I put all the batter boards level. So I used it, and it's actually very deceiving. Here it's about, 30 inches off the ground, but you go over there, right there, and it's almost on the ground. It's about 2 to 3 inches off the ground where those batter boards are. So this property lays really sharply. I knew it would lay a bit, but I didn't realize it was that much. Back on this corner you can get another feel for it. These batter boards are close to 3 feet off the ground, but the far side over there is about 18 to 20 inches off the ground over there. So the property slopes this way and slopes towards me. So this is the low corner. Now the garage itself will eventually come in 2 feet from each direction. So it's a 24-foot. So take 2 feet in there, 2 feet in here. But I am going to extend it out that way, 28 to 30 feet, to give me some extra room. Originally it was a 24. I think I'm going to add at least 4 to 6 feet to get my steps in going up into the house. That was an earlier video I noted. But I will say, I've used batter boards before, but normally not to this degree, because this is an odd laid out house in the sense of it's got that octagon out over there, and just the lay of the ground was very odd. And so this gave me a really good understanding of how much I needed to, where I need to fill in and where I need to raise or elevate stuff. So, for example, you've got to be 18 inches off the ground. Your concrete has to be 18 inches off the ground to your wood, so to where the plates are. And right here I'm at about 6 inches. So that means I've got to probably come up here another 6 inches and then cut this down right around here and shape it. Like I said, I'm going to let the guy who's doing the excavating give me some more insights on that. But right here I'm right at my proper elevation. This is where I'd like to be, right about 18 inches, as you can see here. But it doesn't take much from there up to that point. It goes uphill almost a foot. Now here it's not too bad. I've got about 18 inches there, about 24 there, so it's only about a 6-inch drop. And then right across there, it's fairly consistent until he gets to that back corner where it drops off. And so it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get this all laid out and shaped, excuse me, to get it where, you know, we can get the water running away from the house, because that's the key. But definitely doable. You get the right person on a bulldozer or a track hoe, and you can definitely get that done. So just wanted to give you an update. That's what I did yesterday. Like I said, it's pretty amazing amount of time it takes when you're working on uneven ground. But I will say, as soon as I got the laser level, it sped things up so much, because I could level all my batter boards. But the issue is, and I'll come back around here, the issue is I had to get this whole building squared. And so what I had to do is take the highest or the greatest distance, which was the 38 feet 6 inches from the back wall to this front wall, and I had to run a line straight across to those batter boards. And then I took a diagonal across each way, and I got it within 1/4 of an inch. This is just the excavation outline, so when I lay the footings, it'll be, you know, I can be more accurate. But not too bad if you're within 1/4 of an inch on a 55-foot diagonal. And as soon as I got that squared, then I could lay out, you know, this portion. I could step back in and just measure off my back lines to the width here, 28 feet, run a line straight through and everything. And I checked that for diagonal from that point down to that corner, and vice versa from there down to that corner, and I found that it was, you know, again within 1/4 of an inch. So check and double check when you're doing this, because once you start digging, you want to make sure that you're in the right place. And so, not a long video for this part today, but I did want to give you an update on what was going there. If you're looking for another video, I am still waiting on the septic. I'm hoping that today the inspector is going to come and give me the okay, and at that point I will give you do a quick video on kind of the layout and what the conclusion is of the septic inspector. So until then, I'm going to do a little bit of milling. I've got a few logs here, so I think I may set up and do another video and show you a few more white oak logs and a few other logs that I got from a next door neighbor. And so you'll be looking for that video. Until then, you have a great day.